If you've been living under a rock, then you probably wouldn't have known that cryptocurrency and NFTs have exploded into mainstream culture and is starting to make its presence known everywhere. Or maybe you did notice, but you're still a non-believer and you don't want to invest into the crypto world. That's fine. I hope one day that it clicks for you like it has for me recently. And that is why I started investing into crypto and making these videos. In today's video, we're going to talk about this special crypto company called Ecomi. We're going to talk about why they're so special, its actual coin, why I invested over $25,000 into the coin, all the NFTs they're making, and the NFTs that I bought. But before we go on, all I ask is that you please smash the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And while you're at it, go ahead and follow me on all my other social media platforms as well. Thanks. All right, so what is Ecomi? So when I first heard about Ecomi, the first thing I did was I Googled Ecomi. The first thing that came up was their LinkedIn, and it actually says that Ecomi is a tech company based in Singapore that is known for making digital collectibles, which are NFTs. They also have an app called Veve, and that is where you go and buy, sell, and trade all of these NFTs, which I'll show you later on this video, so stick around. But you're probably thinking, okay, so what? You know, it's just an NFT. Everyone and their moms right now are making NFTs. So what makes Ecomi and what makes Ecomi's NFTs so special? Well, what makes Ecomi and its app Veve so unique is that they have brand partnerships and license agreements with numerous companies like Warner Brothers, Capcom, CBS, Cartoon Network, the NFL, Disney, and the list goes on. And there's rumors that Pokemon will be added to this list. That is huge. Do you guys remember when Pokemon Go came out? Everyone was going crazy about it. That app literally brought everyone outside of their home to go look for Pokemon outside. I even remember this app being in the news because it was so crazy and everyone was going outside to find Pokemon. As a kid growing up, I loved Pokemon, but I guess growing up, several years later, everyone still loves Pokemon. So as of now, it's just a rumor, but after watching a lot of YouTube videos of other people talking about Ecomi and doing research, it's most likely going to happen because of one important person on Ecomi's team. This person's name is Alfred Kahn. Alfred is the head of licensing for Ecomi and has plenty of experience with licensing and promoting lots of brands. And out of all those brands, his biggest brand or biggest achievement was bringing a Japanese brand called Pocket Monsters out of Japan and into the US, which we know as Pokemon. So if the guy who brought Pokemon into the US is working in this company, then for sure we know that later down the road that Pokemon is going to be a part of this project. So that right there I think is a big game changer, and having Alfred on the team will make this company very successful. So again, Ecomi is the company and Veve is its app. And in the app is where you go and buy and sell all of these NFTs. So here's just a quick scroll through of the app and all of the types of characters familiar with pop culture that are a part of those companies that I mentioned before. And it's not also just characters, they also have actual comic books from back in the day. Like the actual comic book turned into a digital comic book where you can actually turn the pages and read the comic book digitally. Wow. And I really wanted to mention comic books. Why does comic books matter? Well, believe it or not, there is a bunch of demand for these digital characters and comic books as well. Think about it to the actual physical comic books from way back in the day. I'm sure you've heard of stories of these actual comic books selling for so much money. I actually did some research and I pulled up this list of the most expensive comic books ever sold. If you look at this list, some sell for thousands of dollars to even millions. Now, I'm not a comic book guy, nor do I understand the economics behind comic books, but obviously there's a lot of demand for these comic books. Now, if you take this same concept with the comic books and you put it in the NFT space, it kind of makes sense. When something has a limited supply and there's a lot of demand, things can sell for lots of money. So now I'm gonna show you guys my digital collectibles in the Veve app and some of the cool features it has. So one of the cool features in the Veve app is that it has a showroom. This is like your own digital art gallery where you can set up all your digital collectible NFTs and put them on display. And when you put them on display, you can set it up in any way you want. Here's a quick view of mine. Another cool feature is that you can actually bring your NFTs to life. With these digital collectibles, they have an augmented reality feature where you can put your NFTs in your own house. Wow. I mean, these are just some really cool minor stuff, but let's take a deeper dive at these NFTs when it comes to money and their value. This right here is my most valuable NFT. It is an Iron Man gold statue, which I bought for 350 gems, which also equals to $350. Gems is the currency that this Veve app uses. And as of now, the floor or the resale value is 2,500 gems or $2,500. So since I bought it for $350, in a way, I kind of 7x'd my investment. But I think it's really cool how I bought something for $350, I didn't do anything, and then later down the road, it's now worth $2,500. That's crazy. Another YouTuber, Andre Jick, he is a YouTuber and investor, and he was one of the first people that I heard that invested into Ecomi. He actually bought a secret rare Spider-Man NFT, and he said he bought it for $11,000. Now it is worth $100,000. That's freaking insane. I know it's super crazy, but you know, I'm not here to make sense of all of this. But as you can see, there's a lot of demand in this space and it just blows my mind. So now that we talked about Ecomi and we talked about its app Veve, let's talk about its actual coin, which is known as OMI, and why it is so special. There are two things about this coin that I read about that I think makes it very important. One is that OMI has a very unique aspect in which its coin burns whenever purchases are made on the Veve app. That means there is less and less and less of OMI coin in existence whenever people buy NFTs on the Veve app. Wow. So let's say someone spends $400 on an NFT on the app. When they spend $400, then that means $400 worth of OMI disappears or burns in existence. It's gone. The second thing that I read about this coin that kind of truly makes it, I guess, unique is that it has a buyback fund. So whenever someone buys something on the Veve app, apparently, a percentage of that sale gets added back to their buyback fund. And in this fund, they use the fund to buy more OMI coin. So think about that. You have a constant burn of OMI coin, which means constant reduction in supply. Then you have the automatic buyback fund, which is a constant demand because it's always buying more OMI. So that means if you have a constant factor of diminishing supply and a constant factor of increasing demand, prices in theory should go up over time. So speaking of prices, the price of OMI coin right now is about 0.007 cents. It's not even 1 cent. It was launched about a year ago in February 2021, and then it shot up to 1 cent and then quickly it crashed. And then it went back up and now it just floats around 0.007, 0.006 cents. Ultimately, I have high hopes for this project. The people who told me about this project also have high hopes for it. And the more I do research, the more I see people investing into this coin. Some other notable people who have invested into this coin is Logan Paul, and as I mentioned before, the YouTuber investor Andre Jick, who invested over $250,000 into the coin, and God knows how much money he invested into the NFTs. And I remember back in October when I first heard about Ecomi, I was doing some research and trying to find videos on YouTube, and I couldn't really find that many videos about Ecomi. Now when I look up Ecomi on YouTube today, I can see that there are a lot of people talking about Ecomi and investing into OMI coin and the NFTs. So in my mind, it's only a matter of time before this blows up. And since it's so cheap, why not get in heavy right now? If you buy a lot right now before it's even 1 cent, imagine if it hits $1. So if and when it hits $1, I'm going to record a video and I'm gonna come back and reference this video. And then we're gonna compare and see how crazy everything has changed since then. Because as I get deeper and deeper into the crypto and NFT space, I'm starting to see that a lot of people have life-changing gains if you just do your research and you play your cards right and you invest your money. So there you guys have it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I'm sorry to all the people who are very, very into Ecomi. I maybe said some things wrong. Again, I'm a crypto noob and I'm just trying to learn as much as I can as I go. But if you made it this far, thank you so much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.